Now, Isaiah Sharp with the Idaho News 6 forecast.
It has been a phenomenal Friday, to use a little bit of alliteration, not the same letters, but the same sound. That is, I'll step out of the way real quick because the Village at Meridian has not looked as pretty, or has looked phenomenal over this summer, but man, does it look pretty right now. The foothills are gorgeous in the background. A little bit of wind. You may notice a little bit of shake in those trees with that 11-mile-per-hour wind, but temperatures sitting at 80 degrees on the dot. It has been absolutely wonderful. Please go out for a walk if you get the opportunity to. And this is the reason why we're seeing the temperatures that we are. This low pressure system right here is kind of bringing in this cold front, and as it rotates, this counterclockwise motion continues to move east. We're getting kind of this cooler weather drawn on in, dropping into the Boise region and into Twin Falls. It's also bringing in a little bit of breeze on it as well. The unfortunate part about it, this is not set to last. You see it kind of shifting on over to the east. That's how weather patterns normally move. And coming in from the west, we've got this building high pressure ridge that's going to bring in some very warm temperatures, and we're talking triple-digit heat on the way. So let's take a look at it. There's that low pressure system producing a fair bit of precipitation as well from the Montana region, but you can see some of the orange that's on your screen. These are heat advisories that are being put into place just ahead of this warm front that is going to bump those temperatures going into the work week. So Saturday, Sunday, we're expected to return to those 90-degree temperature ranges, and then Monday, Tuesday, you see kind of this arch right here. This is going to bring in some very warm conditions. We're talking extreme heat warnings for parts of Oregon and Washington, and then Idaho is going to be seeing that warm up as well. Paying attention specifically to Tuesday, we're expected to get into those upper 90s, fairly close to triple digits, so watch out for it. The good news after that, though, we're expecting another cold front to follow in. Take a look up in the Pacific Northwest. Vancouver, Victoria, and Seattle are going to have a very nice Wednesday as those cooler temperatures drop on in. A little bit of rain expected with it, which is normal for the Washington region. But this is a sign of even cooler weather moving on into the Treasure Valley region. So if you're not a big fan of the heat, good news is for you. Enjoy today, enjoy tomorrow. We'll have a couple of days of warmer conditions moving on in, but then colder weather expected soon after that. Take a look. Our 6 to 10 day outlook has the cooler than normal conditions basically taking over all of Washington. And then that kind of second rung that you can see over the Boise region, over Rome, over a majority of Oregon and parts of Montana. But yes, Idaho is going to be a part of that as well. It has been a wonderful summer up to this point, and that trend is going to continue on as we head into the middle part of August. Temperatures tomorrow going to be into those upper 80s for some parts. We'll break into the 90s for the northern Treasure Valley. Broken clouds expected along with that as well, but these upper 80s are going to be lovely to enjoy. So make sure you got plans outside. Temperatures for the 70s, I should say, for McCall and Cascade, 80s almost everywhere else, and 90s up in Riggins, Idaho. Let's take a look at that warm up that's on the way. 70s for tomorrow, 80s moving in to Monday and Tuesday, but then that dip down quickly afterwards heading into Thursday and following soon into the weekend. The temperature is the warmest expected heading into Tuesday. I'll highlight that, but the cool down after is going to be impressive too. So 90s starting on Sunday. Those 90s will continue on heading into Wednesday as well, but then another cool down is on the way. Tuesday does have a shot at triple digits. I don't want to discount that, but I'm very excited for what next weekend has to hold. Make sure to go out and enjoy this weekend. The cooler temperature is going to stick around just a little bit longer.